Hey, can we talk about weight loss and diets? I know, terrible. We hate talking about weight loss. We hate talking about diets. Those things make us crazy. There are so many different things that we're told. We get conflicting information. We just want to be beautiful and perfect like we see on TV or on TV shows or in... Do people even read magazines? Do people get magazines anymore? Like in those catalogs they send you with the beautiful clothes that look great on people who are 5'9" and super skinny. I know it's such a weighted... That was a bad choice of words. It's such a freighted topic. But here's the thing. So much of what is out there about weight and weight loss and diets is a lie. And I think that's really important for people to know. So first there's this idea that unless you're a certain weight, you're sick. It is true that if you are certain weights that are not optimal for you and your physiology, that can be unhealthy. It is also true that people at varying sizes can be totally healthy. So part of it is looking at what's going on for the individual. And it's never helpful to say, oh, you're too this or not enough that, therefore you're sick and bad and deserve all sorts of terrible things to happen to you. None of that. None of that. So the first thing is the right weight range for you and establishing what that is and being as healthy as you can within what your reality is, okay? Second thing, diets are a lie. Let me rephrase. Diets with the idea of dieting to lose weight is a lie, mostly. Diet is really just what we eat, and it's become such a dirty word that I don't tend to use it with my patients. We talk about food choices and, what we eat, and we don't put the diet word on it because it is such a freighted term, right? But the idea that you are of a weight that is not optimal for you and going through a short period of time where you change what you eat is going to magically make everything better. This works for some people, like legit, it works for some people. I have a friend who did one of those weight loss shake programs and really lost weight and kept it off. I don't like those because the ingredients are nasty. I think that starving yourself, which is what they're mostly based on, is a really good way to at best have your weight yo-yo and at worst really mess up your blood sugar balance and give you problems that persist. So not into the whole dieting thing for the most part, or certainly not the weight loss shakes. And then the dieting, part of the problem is that we often think of it as something that we do for a short period of time and then everything is better and we can go back to doing whatever things we were doing that maybe weren't serving us so well. So I was literally just having this conversation with a patient last week. Weight loss cannot be the goal. Getting healthy is the goal, and weight loss may be a side effect, or weight gain for some people who are chronically underweight. So weight change is not the goal. Getting healthy is the goal. So what that means is not doing a rigid food choice limiting thing for a short period of time and thinking that's magically going to make everything better. What it means is going to a series of food choices and balancing your food choices in a way that really works for you in terms of keeping yourself metabolically healthy, keeping your inflammation down, giving you energy, keeping you clear-headed, not foggy, not hangry, not starving yourself, because that messes everything up metabolically. So part of it is doing that, and part of it is moving your body. I'm a big fan of weight-bearing exercise. This makes everything better in terms of our health as well. I'm definitely not, for myself and for my patients, pushing people to get ripped. I'm pushing people to do what human bodies were designed to do and what we are adapted to do, so that we can have a good physiology that lets us have the clear thinking and the energy and the good sleep and all of those things. So if you do the exercise, the movement, the weight bearing, the whatever we want to call it that's not exercise, do the food choices, which we're not calling diet, those are lifestyle changes. Those are changes that we make that persist, that we find make us feel better, and then we keep doing them because they make us feel better, because they are adaptive activities. So when we do those things, because they're just better for our bodies overall, sometimes what happens after a while is we may find we get into our optimal weight. One of the things that I talk to my patients about a lot too is that our bodies are kind of like dogs. And I say this as a person who does not have a dog yet. Someday I will have a dog. But the idea is our bodies want to make us happy. They want to do what we're asking them to do. But they have to understand what that is, and they have to trust us when a change is made. So part of the problem with traditional diets is you tell the dog, we're doing this, we're doing this, we're doing this, we're doing this, never mind. And the dog is like, which way are we going? And so the dog is just trying to catch up. And that's what's happening with our bodies. Our bodies are trying to figure out what foods am I eating, and should I store this or should I burn this? Like, what am I supposed to do with this? Like, where's what I do with this? And the same thing with movement. And so part of the reason I think that people don't immediately have their optimal weight after a short period of time of changing their food choices and changing their movement patterns is that the body doesn't trust that those changes are going to persist. So we have to show our bodies that we're serious about these changes, and so this is teaching our body, but it's also teaching our minds. Like, we have to get those two things together. So the mind has to decide this is the new normal, and then the body has to trust that the mind is going to stick to this being the new normal. So what do I have to tell you? Eat your vegetables. I think most of us know the basic things that we need to do to be healthy. We kind of know cookies and popcorn and bread and those things, sugary things, starchy things, excess alcohol, or even not so much alcohol. We know those things aren't really very good for us. We know that. Sometimes that people don't know what whole grains are, and I can do another video about that if anybody has any questions, and I probably will do another video about that one way or another, because it's really important. But anything where you can see what the original thing was, except for rice. White rice, you can see that it's rice, but it should be in a more original condition and not flours and not things like that. But any kind of whole grains, basically anything where you can see what it is. So meat, fish, vegetables, whole grains. Generally eating in that way is going to lower our inflammation, it's going to help balance our blood sugar, it's going to give us even energy throughout the day. So all the good things. And then movement, I already said, move your body, however that works for you, like dancing or lifting heavy things, bench pressing your kids, whatever works for you. Getting your body moving. Do those things, and those are the basis for ending up with the healthy weight, whatever is right for you, that you want. Caveat, always talk with your doctor before making changes in your health regimen, and always be skeptical of anything purporting to be health advice that you see on the internet, even if it's from me. But I hope that this was useful to you, helpful to you. If you found it so, please do save, like, share, tag, comment, and let me know if you have any questions or if there's anything else you would like me to talk about in future videos. So Thank you all for joining. Stay safe and stay well.